half-mile-long driveway. She held down the beast while attempting to free her cell phone to call the house. Eventually, her husband and son had to club the raccoon repeatedly with a tire iron in order to kill it. I felt that nature had betrayed me, she later told a reporter for the public radio show This American Life. Then there was the red fox in South Carolina that pursued a 9-year-old as he walked to the school bus one morning. After an adult neighbor sheltered the boy, the fox latched on to the Good Samaritan's foot. He flung the animal into his home office, where it flailed against the walls and windows before finally falling asleep on a dog bed. Nearly any species can be afflicted. Arizona officials were recently called to the scene after a dog was attacked by a mad peccary, a pig-like creature whose residence in the Southwest had, until that point, been considered largely peaceable. In Robbins, North Carolina, it was a skunk that beset the pet Pekingese of David Sanders, who was forced to watch the two creatures battle it out for the better part of an hour. In Decatur County, Georgia, a donkey fell prey to the madness and bit its owner on the hand. In Imperial, Nebraska, the afflicted animal was literally a lamb, part of a child's 4-H project, gone terribly, almost biblically awry. Some primeval force must truly be at work when the lamb can be made into a lion. The agent of all these acts of possession is, of course, a virus. It is the most fatal virus in the world, a pathogen that kills nearly 100% of its hosts in most species, including humans. Fittingly, the rabies virus is shaped like a bullet, a cylindrical shell of glycoproteins and lipids that carries, in its rounded tip, a malevolent payload of helical RNA. On entering a living thing, it eschews the bloodstream, the default route of nearly all viruses, but a path heavily guarded by immunoprotective sentries. Instead, like almost no other virus known to science, rabies sets its course through the nervous system, creeping upstream at 1 to 2 centimeters per day on average through the axoplasm, the transmission lines that conduct electrical impulses to and from the brain. Once inside the brain, the virus works slowly, diligently, fatally, to warp the mind, suppressing the rational and stimulating the animal. Aggression rises to fever pitch, inhibitions melt away, salivation increases. The infected creature now has only days to live, and these he will likely spend on the attack, foaming at the mouth, chasing and lunging and biting in the throes of madness, because the demon that possesses him seeks more hosts. If this sounds like a horror movie, we should not be surprised, for it is a scenario bound up into our very concept of horror. Rabies is a scourge as old as human civilization, and the terror of its manifestation is a fundamental human fear, because it challenges the boundary of humanity itself. That is, it troubles the line where man ends and animal begins, for the rabid bite is the visible symbol of the animal infecting the human, of an illness in a creature metamorphosing demonstrably into that same illness in a person. Today, we understand that more than half our new diseases, 60% by a recent tally in Nature, are zoonotic, that is, originating in animal populations, and our widespread fear of the worst of these, swine flu, AIDS, West Nile, Ebola, has been colored by our knowledge of their bestial origins. It is hardly an exaggeration to say that nothing has made humans sicker than our association with animals. Not only are emerging diseases today, but the major killers throughout the ages, smallpox, tuberculosis, malaria, influenza, evolved from similar diseases in animals. This is what Jared Diamond has called the lethal gift of livestock, a major shaper of human destiny. The very fact that the farmer won out over the hunter-gatherer is due in part, Diamond argues, to the fact that the former breathed out nastier germs. Through their close contact with animals, early farmers